Welcome to Kansas Ag Report with your host, Brian Holman.
Welcome to Kansas Ag Report. I'm Brian Holman, and here's our lineup for today's show. In Ag News, we'll take a look at local and national headlines affecting Kansas farmers. In our Ag Feature, we talk with Eric Osterhaus from Paragon about the March 10th USDA Crop Stocks Report. And inside Kansas Ag, Kansas Soybean discusses Kansas Ag Day and month events. Kansas Farm Bureau gives us helpful tips to successful burning season. And in news you need to know, we get our weekly update from the Kansas Livestock Association. We'll look back at last week's market activity with the guys from Paragon, and we'll let you know about important events coming up around the state of Kansas. Glad you could join us.
Closed captioning brought to you by Dick Edwards in Manhattan, selling America's #1 truck, the Ford F-150, for over 30 years. DickEdwardsAuto.com.
Kansas Soybean Commission, the Soybean Checkoff. Progress powered by Kansas farmers. kansassoybeans.org.
Ag Risk Solutions. Experience, knowledge, integrity. Your crop insurance solution, Ag Risk Solutions. Dick Edwards Auto Plaza in Junction City, home of this year's Motor Trend Truck of the Year, Ram Truck. DickEdwardsAuto.com.
Here's our national headlines for this week in Ag News. Since 2002, the National Pork Board has conducted an annual survey of pork producers to gain insight to the condition of the industry, general attitudes of pig farmers, and their support of the checkoff. The most recent survey was conducted in November of 2014 and shows great optimism. For the fifth consecutive year, pork producers' support for the checkoff has increased to 89%, up 2 percentage points. Demand from the export market continues to increase, with U.S. sorghum commitments reaching 300 million bushels, meeting the USDA's 2015 export projections just 6 months into the 2014-15 marketing year. China is leading the demand surge, representing 288 million bushels, 96% of the total U.S. grain sorghum exports. Meanwhile, Japan has committed to 11.8 million bushels, followed by commitments from Canada and Mexico. The Food and Drug Administration has tested milk at nearly 2,000 dairy farms in the U.S. and has found few drug residues in the milk. More than 99% of the samples had no drug residues of concern. The FDA says it's tested samples from farms where dairy cow tissue had previously tested positive for drug residues. The FDA says it's taking more steps to ensure milk safety. A new network to connect women farmers and agribusiness leaders has been set up by the USDA. Deputy Ag Secretary Krista Harden says by emailing agwomenlead@usda.gov, women farmers can get involved with each other and get information from the USDA. Harden says that this is part of her goal to increase the diversity of farmers on boards, commissions, and county committees. And in local news, Kansas Wheat Alliance varieties continue to be the leading hard red winter and hard white wheat varieties planted in the state of Kansas. The top hard red winter wheat was Everest, and the top hard white wheat was Danby. Everest accounts for 15.8% of the state's total wheat acres. Danby was once again the leading hard white variety. Dan Thompson, Jones Professor of Veterinary Medicine from Kansas State University, has been honored as the 2015 National Beef Quality Assurance Educator of the Year. The National Beef Quality Assurance Educator Award recognizes key cattle industry influencers who promote the BQA programs. Congratulations, Dan. The Kansas NRCS is offering a renewal option till March 31st for eligible agricultural producers and forest landowners with expiring CSP contracts. Farmers may renew their existing contracts on a non-competitive basis if they are willing to adopt additional conservation activities aimed at helping them achieve higher levels of conservation on their farms, forests, and ranches. More information is available on the Kansas NRCS website at nrcs.usda.gov/KS. Up next in our Ag Feature, we talk with Eric Osterhaus from Paragon about the March 10th USDA Crop Stocks Report. You're watching Kansas Ag Report. Please stay tuned.
This segment brought to you by Grass and Grain, online or in the mail, keeping Kansas farmers informed for over 60 years. GrassandGrain.com.
A.B. Flint Motor Company, selling quality used cars and trucks in Southeast Topeka at 32nd and South Kansas Avenue. Integrity Gun and Pawn. 2 Topeka locations specializing in firearms and training. igpawn.com to learn more. Kansas Wheat Commission. Leaders in the adoption of profitable innovations for wheat. Online at kswheat.com.
I'm Dr. Frank Lyons, a physician here at Kansas Regenerative Medicine Center. As one of the only standalone stem cell centers in the U.S., we use your stem cells as therapy for arthritis and some autoimmune diseases.
I'm Dr. Andrew Pope, here at Kansas Regenerative Medicine Center. Utilizing the latest technology under strict protocols, we're able to harvest your stem cells from your own fat to treat a variety of medical conditions. The best part about it is, it's a same-day surgical procedure and requires no general anesthesia.
The 20th annual Kicker Country Stampede, starring Blake Shelton. Yeah, the boys round Florida Georgia Line. This is how we roll. Travis Tritt. Also from the Cynics main stage, Thomas Rhett. Miller Lite, the official beer of Country Stampede. Our prices increase February 28th. Get yours now. Get them now before the price goes up. Like us on Facebook or buy online at countrystampede.com.
You need a partner that you can count on to be there for your business. Providing a depth of understanding to risk management issues so you don't have to. A knowledgeable support team located in your area, delivering products and services to make you more successful.
Here at Blue River Traders, we have the greatest selection of rustic and western furniture in Kansas.
At Blue River Traders, you can select from an inventory of rustic lodge or western furnishings. With a designer on hand, Blue River Traders will help create the look you desire.
Looking for that new vehicle with that low payment? Well, look what Dick Edwards in Manhattan and Junction City is offering on these vehicles. Lease payments as low as $169 a month, or check these out at $199 a month. But wait. See what you can get for as low as $299 a month. With 9 manufacturers to choose from, we've got what you want. Dick Edwards in Manhattan, Junction City. Check us out at dickedwardsauto.com. Choose your payment, choose your vehicle, choose Dick Edwards as your dealer.
Thanks for staying with us through the break. We're in Silver Lake today, and we're joined by Eric Osterhaus, who normally is on this side of the camera by yourself, so it's kind of weird for me to be standing next to you on this side of the camera. So, Eric, thanks for joining us this morning. No problem. USDA report came out earlier in the week. What did we kind of learn from that?
Well, first on the corn side, we actually had a really bullish report. They actually lowered our ending stocks by 4.4 million metric tons, and that's really well below the range that they were expecting. And they lowered both the U.S. and the world ending stocks. It was seen as friendly, but overall, once you start looking at it, it was taking a little ho-hum. I think the overall view of the market is just, there seems to be enough adequate supply. This is actually our third bullish report in a row on corn, yet since January, you've noticed that we're actually still down. Looking at soybeans, on the other hand, soybeans were deemed a little bit negative. All estimates basically came in right in on the expectations that we were looking for. I think many of the bulls were really hoping to see an ending stocks number drop, and we just didn't see those.
Well, I know we had a run-up on them towards the end of February.
Right.
What do we expect from that?
Well, again, all things involving South America are really important with the soybean market, and we're in this in-between time frame where it's really buy the rumor, sell the fact. And we did see a lot of news regarding this South American trucker strike, and so in the absence of any other news, that was enough to actually cause us to pull higher. But again, it was buy the rumor, sell the fact. Right. It did fade rather quickly.
Wheat seems to be kind of being drug along with the other two grains. Can we expect anything from wheat in the near future?
Well, the wheat numbers were deemed neutral to slightly friendly, and it seems as if the market is trading it that way, at least so far. The U.S. and world revisions were all a little lower, but not overly remarkable in that regard. The work does look very, very oversold at this point, and that actually can be a positive. Again, from a technical standpoint, the funds are record net short right at this moment. So any fundamental news that we receive that's friendly to go along with the funds seeing a reason an outside market, maybe the dollar finally takes a break, could be enough to see a nice short covering rally in that wheat market.
But we also need some other news, maybe Russia, some other places that will really help to push that wheat price higher.
Yes, that we absolutely need some other outside news other than just fundamentals until we come out of dormancy to go along with some fundamental news to really get us to give that firm push higher.
Weather here in Kansas hasn't really given us that push either.
Not yet, but again, until we get out another 3 to 4 weeks when we come out of dormancy, then those weather issues will start coming up. We really have just started trading weather with the wheat market. Perfect.
We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about the report coming out March 31st. You're watching Kansas Ag Report. See you in just a minute.
This segment brought to you by Kansas Regenerative Medicine Center. Your stem cells, your health, your life. Farmers Insurance, your best protection against the unexpected. Call Agent Dan Key at 785-408-5459. Grass and Grain, online or in the mail, keeping Kansas farmers informed for over 60 years. GrassandGrain.com. Blue River Traders, the finest selection of Western-style furniture for your home. BlueRiverTraders.com.
Because of you, our viewers, Kansas Ag Report continues to be the #1 rated ag television program in the state of Kansas, and we'd like to say thanks for watching. Thanks for staying with us. We're in Silver Lake today at Paragon Ag Advisors. We're joined by Eric. Thanks for staying with us, Eric. Big report coming out the 31st.
Yes.
What should we be looking for in that report?
Well, first in regards, it is a quarterly stocks report as well. So in first looking at the old crop stocks, we really feel like we mentioned before, we're depending on maybe some outside markets to help change the direction, maybe get the funds involved as well, to shake the market out of its status quo. Otherwise, the adequate supply feeling seems like that's going to be pervasive, at least here for a little bit. Corn and beans are just going to have a hard time with any significant rallies until we actually get more physical out of the farmer's hand. There's a concern that there was a record amount of corn and beans carried over into this year. And in the past, we've seen post-harvest for a market to really rally is really more of that grain has to come out of the farmer's hands in order for that to happen, so there's no one to stand in the way and sell into it. Now, in regards to that report coming up for prospective plantings, we've yet really to trade any weather at all in regards to new crop. We just started seeing a little bit of that coming into play for wheat, but corn and beans, we've not seen that at all. Typically, if weather's going to be traded this type of year, the good news is usually if there's bullish weather, it's traded more aggressively than is bearish weather.
Old crop corn carrying around that $4 mark. That stays around that mark, soybeans could have another potential record year, I would imagine.
Yeah, if the acres come out to be in that, to be true, first off, and the weather does cooperate and we layer in another good growing season like we did last year, we definitely are moving from a demand side equation to a supply side equation on those soybeans.
What should people be thinking about? I mean, we're coming in almost to the middle of the year, Eric. What should people be thinking about? Or first quarter, ending the first quarter. What should we be thinking about if we're sitting on grain right now?
Well, if you're setting on grain right now, is really pay close attention to basis. We really feel that basis that you're seeing at the elevator will show us if that grain that was held over in this year is actually flowing and moving out. Basis has stayed strong up until now, but if you do see that starting to weaken, I think in the short run, the tendency is that prices are going to be falling. So I do think most folks need to keep a close eye on what Basis is doing in their local area.
And it really helps to have someone who can help market your grain. I'm talking about Paragon here, but I mean, it really helps to have someone else who's kind of got their ear to the ground.
Yeah, it is something that we feel that we can really help folks with because, again, we are in that physical market every day and watching Basis and really in most areas. And the other side of it, too, is when it comes to selling your grain, it is a tendency for most people to get a little emotional with it. It is, of course.
I grew it, I'm going to keep it.
That's right. And so in many ways, we can help folks with what we see is going on out there without getting emotionally attached to the grain.
Perfect. Eric, thank you for your time today.
No problem.
You're watching Kansas Ag Report. Stick around. We'll see you in just a minute. I'm Brian Holman with Kansas Ag Report. If you'd like to advertise your business on Kansas's #1 ag television program, then give us a call at 785-554-5974.
The long-standing tradition of farming and ranching in Kansas lives strong today as agriculture remains our state's largest economic driver. In honor of Kansas farms, ranches, and agribusinesses, March has been proclaimed Kansas Agriculture Month, and Wednesday, March 18, is Kansas Agriculture Day. All Kansans are encouraged to recognize the hardworking people in agriculture and to increase the understanding that the crops and animals raised on Kansas farms are providing safe, healthy, wholesome, and affordable food for families around the globe. One way to do that is to visit a participating Dillon's food store and donate groceries or money to the Neighbor to Neighbor food drive. There also is a virtual drive at ksn2n.harvestersvfd.org on the web. All donations, in-store and online, remain local. You also can find documents and promotional materials to help bring Kansas Ag Month to your community at agriculture.ks.gov/KSAgDay on the web. Finally, join the celebration on social media by searching for and using the KSAG hashtag. Kansas Ag Month is a project of the Kansas Department of Agriculture with participation and sponsorship from the Kansas Soybean Commission and 16 other agricultural organizations and businesses.
If you'd like to advertise your business on Kansas Ag Report, give us a call at 785-554-5974.
It's that time of year that we begin to see prescribed pasture burns occurring throughout much of the Flint Hills region of Kansas and Oklahoma. And with that, there's a couple of things that folks should be aware of. First, a key element of the Kansas Flint Hills Smoke Management Plan is the information and the smoke modeling decision tools available at www.ksfire.org. While the Smoke Management Plan is a voluntary program, ranchers are encouraged to go online before they burn and use the tools available. The Cumulative Fire Impacts page in particular has a map, updated daily, that shows the potential air quality impacts of fires occurring that day and the next in various parts of the Flint Hills. Smoke from fires in areas colored red have a high possibility of decreasing downwind air quality. Fires in areas that are yellow have an elevated chance of negatively impacting air quality, and green indicates counties or portions of counties in which a prescribed fire would have little to no effect on downwind air quality. Clearly, the smoke modeling decision tools available at www.ksfire.org are only a small part of a resource manager's burn plan, but they can provide a big assist in maintaining air quality for downwind communities. Secondly, we need to be aware that the tallgrass prairie is both a unique and vanishing natural resource, with less than 4% of the original area still in grass today. More importantly, we need to understand that prescribed fire is not only the most effective tool in maintaining and managing what remains of this special ecosystem, but it comes at a fraction of the cost of the next best alternative and must remain a viable option in the range manager's tool belt.
This segment brought to you by Oldie Seed Farms, carrying soil-specific seed. Find them on the web at oldieseed.com. That's OHLDE seed.com. A.B. Flint Motor Company, selling quality used cars and trucks in southeast Topeka at 32nd and South Kansas Avenue. Integrity Gun and Pawn, 2 Topeka locations specializing in firearms and training. IGPawn.com to learn more. Impact Satellite, your local authorized DirecTV dealer. Impact Satellite at 785-554-5974.
Looking for that new vehicle with that low payment? Well, look what Dick Edwards in Manhattan and Junction City is offering on these vehicles. Lease payments as low as $169 a month, or check these out at $199 a month. But wait. See what you can get for as low as $299 a month. With 9 manufacturers to choose from, we've got what you want. Dick Edwards in Manhattan, Junction City. Check us out at dickedwardsauto.com. Choose your payment, choose your vehicle, choose Dick Edwards as your dealer.
Imagine having someone help you pick the best corn hybrids for every field on your farm. Your Oldie representative can combine your data with his data to offer a field-by-field prescription. Contact Oldie Seed today at 877-692-4555.
Tammy the Pro Home Plus is all about providing warmth and kindness to aging individuals who find it difficult to live on their own. Tammy's team is made up of experienced caregivers and nurses committed to the highest level of individualized care, focusing on health and well-being, and assisting with nutrition, grooming, medications, therapies, and daily living needs, all in a warm, caring environment. Call Tammy the Pro Home Plus today at 785-383-7094 to learn how we can help.
The producer-funded Kansas Wheat Innovation Center was built to get improved varieties into the hands of farmers faster. Kansas Wheat, farmers advancing their future through wheat genetics research.
This hog is Hanover hoof for meal made from U.S. soybeans. Now, one hog isn't that impressive, but suppose we add another, and another, and another. Before long, you've got billions of hungry customers around the world all clamoring for the same thing. Our soybeans. Learn more about the billion-dollar appetite of animal agriculture at BeyondTheElevator.com. Brought to you by America's soybean farmers and their checkoff.
Dick Edwards is taking North Central Kansas by storm. We've been bending over backwards to exceed your car buying experience for over 30 years. Choose from one of our 9 different new car brands or from our second-to-none used selection. Currently, with over 700 vehicles to choose from, we definitely have the one for you. Whether you're coming from the north, south, east, or west, our sales and service departments will work tirelessly to do what's right for you. Dick Edwards in Manhattan and Junction City. Bending over backwards for you.
You need a partner that you can count on to be there for your business. Providing a depth of understanding to risk management issues so you don't have to. A knowledgeable support team located in your area, delivering products and services to make you more successful.
The likelihood of substantial prescribed burning in the Flint Hills this year increases the importance for ranchers and landowners to use web-based tools that help spread out the timing of burns and mitigate air quality problems. Interactive smoke models, including a version for mobile devices, already are available on www.ksfire.org. 2 forecast models are available. The cumulative fire impact map shows the predicted smoke contributions to air quality in urban areas from each county. A second model shows the direction and extent of the predicted smoke plume from a single burn in a rancher's designated location. The website was developed as part of the Flint Hills Smoke Management Plan, which is an attempt to balance the need for prescribed fire and the need for clean air in downwind communities. Provisions of the plan are voluntary, leaving flexibility in the hands of land managers. Efforts to voluntarily spread out burns are designed to avoid more strict regulation in the future. As part of the smoke management plan, there is a ban during April on burning waste, structures, vegetation, or any other materials in 16 mostly Flint Hills counties and those in the Wichita and Kansas City areas. This does not apply to prescribed burning of pastures or Conservation Reserve Program acres.
Good morning. I'm Derek Hermish with Paragon Ag. The weather has finally given us some winter relief, and with the prospects of a little sunshine, the cattle market has perked right up. Fats and feeder cattle both experienced a dramatic drop-off in price that started right around the 1st of December back in 2014. Now, the run-up to that drop-off was a star-studded affair, with prices reaching highs near $172 for fat cattle and $245 for feeders. While we aren't near those levels today, we have experienced a rally that, as a cattle producer, has to leave you feeling a little more bounce in your step as you tend to the spring calf crop or start to focus your thoughts to occupying pastures and feedlots for the upcoming year. Timing is everything, they say, and when it comes to cattle, choosing the right time to show your ticket to the auctioneer is as important a decision as they come. But a close second is identifying an opportunity to adjust or apply a hedge, whether it be to protect from falling cattle prices or rising feed costs. Right now, we very well could be experiencing one of those hedging opportunities, where cattle prices have rallied and grain prices have yet to find any footing for a rally and seem to be depressed until we get some weather to give us a reason. The high cattle prices from last fall are a long ways off at this point, and if you missed them, remember that nobody's timing is perfect. However, if you're waiting for the highs to come back, you may need to buy a new watch. I'm Derek Hermish. Have a great weekend.
Closed captioning brought to you by Dick Edwards in Manhattan, selling America's #1 truck, the Ford F-150, for over 30 years. DickEdwardsAuto.com.
Kansas Soybean Commission, the soybean checkoff. Progress powered by Kansas farmers. kansassoybeans.org.
Ag Risk Solutions. Experience, knowledge, integrity. Your crop insurance solution, Ag Risk Solutions. Dick Edwards Auto Plaza in Junction City, home of this year's Motor Trend Truck of the Year, Ram Truck. DickEdwardsAuto.com.
Well, that's our show for today. I hope you'll join us each week for more news and information about agriculture in the state of Kansas. I'm Brian Holman, and thanks for watching.
Here at Blue River Traders, we have the greatest selection of rustic and western furniture in Kansas.
At Blue River Traders, you can select from an inventory of rustic lodge or western furnishings. With a designer on hand, Blue River Traders will help create the look you desire.
Imagine having someone help you pick the best corn hybrids for every field on your farm. Your Oldie representative can combine your data with his data to offer a field-by-field prescription. Contact Oldie Seed today at 877-692-4555.
Tammy the Pro Home Plus is all about providing warmth and kindness to aging individuals who find it difficult to live on their own. Tammy's team is made up of experienced caregivers and nurses committed to the highest level of individualized care, focusing on health and well-being, and assisting with nutrition, grooming, medications, therapies, and daily living needs, all in a warm, caring environment. Call Tammy the Pro Home Plus today at 785-383-7094 to learn how we can help.